Good morning, or good evening, or good afternoon, whatever time you're watching this. I'm going to demonstrate to you how I repot my Venus flytraps. It might be done differently by other people out there, but this is the method that's worked well for me for around 250 plus Venus flytraps. First things first is to identify which plant does need repotting and which plants don't need repotting. Something like this one, for instance, does not need repotting. It's not getting crowded in its pot or anything like that, so that should be fine for another year or so. This one, on the other hand, could really do with a repot, so I shall be doing this one today. Equipment, obviously, pots to put them into, a tub full of compost, and a spare tub to put the excess compost into. First things first, you remove the current plant from the pot. Don't worry too much about the traps closing when you do this, because it's nearly impossible to keep the traps open from my experience. So you tip the pot upside down, give it a bit of a shake, and out it comes, something like that. Then you place it over the empty tub, whatever you've got. Just start pinching away at the compost. And after a while, you'll start to notice that these individual fly traps start separating without too much effort. Like this, for instance. Shouldn't really have to pull them apart. They should come apart fairly easily, and excessive force is likely to damage them or possibly even kill them. So yeah, that's 4 from that one. And now when I repot them, let's get an empty pot. What I do is hold them from the top. And if you can quite see this, but I place the pot on top of the compost that's already there, and just sort of sprinkle it in. It's going to get messy around the actual plant, just like so. Obviously it's going to look a bit crap when you repot it, because all plants do. They ain't happy, but they will be happy because this is a new home, and they shall grow into it. But so yeah, something a bit like that. Also, don't be too worried about getting too much compost trapped in the actual traps themselves. Again, it's something that's near impossible to avoid, even when being ultra cautious. But that will be that's good for that repot. Next thing to do would be to maybe put some sort of mist spray on it just to get a bit of dampness, but this compost is slightly damp anyway. Plonk it in a tray or something that's got like a couple of centimetres of rainwater, and in a few hours all the soil will absorb the rainwater, and hopefully that Venus flytrap will live on to be a nice, happy Venus flytrap. Time will tell. Thank you for watching, and take care. Hello again, long time no see. So I just looked back at the previous recording and all is decent, but thought I'd do a bit more of a close-up as to actually repotting these things. So I don't know how well in focus this is, but so you hover it basically above the pot itself and get mess everywhere, obviously. sometimes it's good to give it a shake just to get some of the compost off the plant itself and back down into the pot. Is that one done? They do love to look crap after being repotted, don't they? All floppy and sulky and stuff like that. But they will improve. We hope. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how one Venus flytrap becomes 4. Then a year or two's time, I'll be repotting them and probably making 2, 3, 4 out of each of these. And that's when they begin to take over. You have been warned. Take care.